I have done it for 34 years.
I've done it for 15 years.
I've done it for 8 years.
I've done it for 9 years.
I've done it for 29 years.
I did it for 28 years.
I've done it for 25 years.
I've done it for 19 years.
I've done it for 35 years.
When I was young, I always wanted to be a firefighter, but the opportunity wasn't there. Well, I had a friend, he became a firefighter, and so he come down and asked me that I want to put in my application and everything, so he brought me up here and talked to the chief, and the chief, he approved me and everything, and I got a job.
At 18, I went to the fire academy because I knew it had gotten in my blood, and I really enjoyed it and liked it a lot, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I went to the fire academy, got all the certifications that I could get, and came back and joined the Anderson City Fire Department. Was lucky enough to get hired here, and that was in 1993, and have been here ever since. And it's 2008 now, and I've made the record captain.
I've been a firefighter since I was 19 years old. I became interested in firefighting as a little boy when my house caught on fire. I became a firefighter to be able to help people.
I knew I wanted to be a firefighter when I was a child. I saw fire trucks going down the street. I saw firemen get off the truck, go inside burning houses. And I knew then, playing with fire trucks every birthday from 6 years old, that I wanted to be a fireman.
You can help people more than anyone else can at that particular time.
When I was small and I lived on the farm, used to see the fire trucks come through, the county fire trucks roll through, and the guys hanging off the truck, well, right in the back of the truck, rather. And that inspired me. I used to run down the road, hop on my bicycle, and follow the fire trucks.
In around 1974, I had a good friend who was a firefighter in Honeypath, and he and his mother and my mother worked together, and I followed him around the fires, and I got interested. So I became a volunteer firefighter back then. And of course, I still had time in high school left, and decided that I thought that's what I really wanted to do because I enjoyed it so much.
In 1990, I joined the Williford Fire Department. I did that as a result of my son, who had joined a few months prior to that as a junior fireman. Today they called explorers, but back in 1989 he was called junior fireman. So as he was doing the activities of the fire department and going to fires, somebody had to carry him, and that fell to me. And when I would carry him and stood on the sidelines, I figured, well, I might as well be doing something besides standing there. So that's what I did. I joined and have loved it ever since.
1973, I was living in North Myrtle Beach with my brother-in-law. He was an officer in the North Myrtle Beach Fire Department, and he invited me to start going to fire calls with him, which I did. And I started to respond to calls, watch them, and then they gave me some turnout gear, and I started working outside on the fires, and I started going inside on the fires, and it dawned on me that this is an occupation that I could do, and I started as a volunteer. I'm Jack Abram. I'm chief of the Anderson City Fire Department. Being a firefighter is a great opportunity for being a public servant.
This will be a very great job for a young person starting out.
Well, being a firefighter is a lot of things. Exciting comes to mind. There's never a dull moment. I've been here for 15 years, and I've never had the same day twice.
You never know when the alarm's going to sound.
On a typical day in the fire department, we come in the morning, we go in, we work out together, we come back, we clean the fire department.
We have to stay prepared 24 hours a day. Even though we may not have a call, we've still got to keep it in our mind that in the next few minutes we're going to be out here and gone to the next fire.
Being a firefighter is
challenging,
very rewarding,
dangerous.
It takes courage.
In the fire service, there's no such thing as a typical day.
You have to be physically fit.
You have to be mentally strong.
It takes a special person to be a firefighter.
The Anderson City Fire Department runs about 1,000 calls a year.
Do you have what it takes?
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 Benefits include medical and life insurance, vacation and sick leave, paid holidays, a retirement plan, health club membership, college tuition reimbursement, application requirements. You have to fill in an application, submit it to City Hall. You will be required to take a written test to test your ability to read and write and do basic arithmetic. Take a field agility test. That includes your ability to pull a charged hose line, climb a ladder, hoist a section of hose up to the third-story window, and to drag a 180-pound rescue dummy.